against whom? What's the plan to winnow the field before the fall debates? Joining me now to discuss is DNC Chair Tom Perez. Mr. Secretary, this is like herding cats. Give me the overview of the approach.
Well, Michael, I'm happy to do that, but I want to thank you for what you did in the first 10 minutes or so of this show. I've been reflecting on your question. Will things ever change in the short run? I fear the answer is no. It'll be a matter of days or weeks before the next mass shooting because we lack the will to do something about it. And in the long run, that's what elections are about. And we're going to fight like heck. And unfortunately, everything we do in the U.S. House of Representatives meets a graveyard in the United States Senate. So we're going to keep fighting like heck.
Hey, I want to say something.
Praying.
I want to say something too. I reply in real time to these tweets and Facebook comments, and I don't see them in advance. I was kicking myself during the commercial break because we posted a comment where somebody said we have a people problem. And all through the commercial break, I'm beating myself up saying what I should have said is we don't have a monopoly on bad people in this country. We don't have a monopoly on mental health issues in this country. We have a gun problem in this country. That's what I wanted to say to that guy. You get the final word, then we'll talk debates.
I'm told that I would have to get out. Apparently they say that I've been here since 6 o'clock. Well, that's true. I've been here since 6 o'clock purchasing things.
At this point, you have to leave.
At this point, I have to leave.
You want to file that up and sign a charge against them?
Okay. Because they felt they had slumping sales. They convert their restaurants over to a cafe setting. This is widely advertised. Inviting people, well, apparently now we know it has to be the right kind of people to say and to use their Wi-Fi for prolonged amounts of time.
Got it. All right. Well, you understand what obstruction is, right?
What obstruction is? How is obstructing? You asked me to leave, and I'm leaving.
Investigation. He's going to get certain information from you, and you're failing to deny it.
Yeah, well, I don't have to. I haven't committed a crime, so.
Well, you committed an offense.
Well, what is the offense?
Loitering.
Loitering?
Yeah.
Even though I patron the establishment.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't mean you can stay here all day.
Well, who said I was going to stay here all day? I haven't been here all day. Let's keep your hands where I can see them.
Hi, can I help you?
Yes, I'd like a ham and cheese omelet and a little lamb fries.
I'm sorry, we stopped serving breakfast, but we are on the lunch menu now.
I want breakfast.
Well, you can't have it, we're not serving it.
So you said. Is that the manager?
Yeah,
Could I speak to him, please?
sure. Rick, there's a customer that would like to speak with you.
Yes, sir. Hi, I'd like some breakfast. We stopped serving breakfast. I know you stopped serving breakfast, Rick. Sheila told me you stopped serving breakfast. Why am I calling you by your first names? I don't even know who you are. I still call my boss Mister. I worked for him for 7.5 years, but I walk in here all of a sudden, total stranger, and I'm calling you Rick and Sheila like we're in some kind of AA meeting. I don't want to be your buddy, Rick. I just want a little breakfast.
Well, you can call me Miss Folsom if you want to.
Sheila, we stopped serving breakfast at 11:30. Rick, have you ever heard the expression, the customer is always right? Yeah. Yeah, well, here I am, the customer. That's not our policy. You have to order something from the lunch menu. I don't want lunch. I want breakfast. Yeah, well, hey, I'm really sorry. Yeah. Well, hey, I'm really sorry, too. Get a gun! Get organized. Calm down. Just calm down, everybody. Sit down. Sit down over there. Hey. Mister. Where are you going? No. You sit down there and you finish your lunch. Come on. Everybody just relax. Take it easy. Come on. But eat your lunch, please. Eat your lunch. You all need your vitamins A's and B's and C's. sensitive if you can.
Now, was that a Uzi or a Tech 9? You'll have to forgive me. It's not really in my nature to know these sort of things. What up, guys? Total Control 871. And I think I might be recovering a bit from the old sludge head that I tend to get every now and then. Okay, so we're going to be talking about today not just simply the Virginia Beach mass shooting, but mass shootings overall. Michael Douglas falling down. I never did see the movie in the theaters. I've only seen snippets of it here and there. You know, excuse me. Interestingly enough, and I get it, the whole predicate of the movie, it was a pressure cooker situation. I fully understand that it wasn't just simply the traffic jam at the very beginning of the movie that sent our white shirt, necktie, pocket protector, pen, middle-class citizen on a tyrannical shooting rampage. It was a pressure cooker situation, and the traffic jam was just simply his breaking point. Interestingly enough, from what I get, what he traveled on foot throughout the duration of the movie, the whole movie takes place in not just simply one day, but I think one afternoon, that could have easily been traversed on a bicycle. Just saying. Anyway, so we're talking about America's pressure cooker. Obviously, we've got, what's his name? Dwayne Craddock. I already know if he left any kind of manifesto, it will immediately be quashed, sequestered, all done under the guise of, we don't want to glorify or give a platform to a mass murderer. Then why are, Hitler's works available? Although I will admit, even his Mein Kampf is not as available as you would think. The point is that, the overall point, are they fearful that these persons' last words might hold a modicum of truth, and that very critical truth might very well indeed shed light on very real problems that society does not want to address, because it's not a gun. Not a gun. Pressure cooker situation. There was a t-shirt slogan. Apologies if I don't quote it exactly right. If you make peaceful protest impossible, then you make violent revolution inevitable. Something along those lines. As we saw in my own footage, just a simple, peaceful man went in with no agenda, although so many seem to think I have an agenda. It was all a trap. It's a General Akbar. It's a trap. He wants to trap. Trap what? McDonald's workers at a restaurant that I've been going to for 25 years. A trap. And of course, the reality is that I just simply wanted to go there. And yes, let's not gloss over the fact that yes, I did want to be there for multiple hours, as do senior citizen groups, as do our young white millennials, as they hammer away on their keyboards. I've been in cafes, both McDonald's, Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks, there will be meetings. People will gather there for a company meeting. I've been in Dunkin' Donuts where there have been employee reviews being conducted, and I'm not talking about Dunkin' Donut employees. People from other companies will go there with their laptops. People get hired for other jobs at Dunkin' Donuts. So it becomes like this kind of an office, internet cafe, whatever. So yes, I do need to go there for multiple hours to charge up my devices, use the Wi-Fi that I will again say it is freely offered. If you say it's free, well then it means just it is free. You have to be on the inside of the restaurant in order to use it for free. Okay? And like I said, you have to be the right type of person, obviously. McDonald's, they invoked these new business practices without really thinking. It's because they themselves had... Here comes the sludge brain, I'm sorry. It's because they themselves had a stereotype of homeless. They didn't think that a homeless would act the way that I do. I don't think I hold any kind of particular monopoly on it. There are many homeless people. We're all over YouTube. And we get on YouTube because we utilize freely offered Wi-Fi. Okay, pressure cooker. I want to talk about pressure cooker because that's really the crux of today's topic here. Name is Dwayne. Leads me grab a halls. Leads me to believe I only really cough like that when I'm talking. What does that mean? Dwayne, that sounds black. Sounds black. So it is a rarity that black people aren't exactly known for their mass shootings. They're known for urban shooting, that's a different animal. One thing I know that a lot of black people in the workforce, they are slighted. They do get slighted quite a bit. That's not to say that I agree that that's what happened with this person. Please don't think that I'm empathizing with them. I'm not empathizing with them. I just like to suss out the possibilities. And because you do sequester away manifestos, hey, you leave me with nothing but my own speculation. So I'm going to speculate. Pressure cooker. A couple of months ago, I'm at the Social Security office. I believe it's in Egg Harbor Township, or one of its branches anyway. I needed to get a letter of award for the housing that I'm pursuing. So while I'm there, I decided to see if I can get some information on how I can begin to lobby for a numeric pay date for Social Security recipients. As it stands right now, we're paid on the second Wednesday of every month. I've spoken with you guys about this before. It means that we're cheated out of a total of 1 month of benefits, even though we get 12 payments. 4 times of that calendar year, we have to wait 5 weeks. So each of those 1 week added time totals 1 month. That would be this pay cycle. When I get paid in June, that'll be a total of 5 weeks that I had to wait. That will be the second 5-week rotation. I have 2 more to go this year. They're very brutal. You're running on absolute fumes. Very brutal, running on fumes. And so while there, I pick up my award letter and I say to the gentleman at the window, and I fully understand he is very, very low level. This man he didn't create the policy, can't fix the policy. I get it. So I say to him, hi, excuse me. I'm looking, could you at least point me in the right direction? Who would I speak to? Is there a phone number, a website, something where I can go to get this matter resolved of having to wait 5 weeks 4 times a year? It comes out to a total of 1 month that we're cheated out of our benefits. Now I'm going to refrain from calling this person any names in this video. I didn't call him any names there at the office. And that's kind of what he did behind the glass. As he's clickety-clacking on his keyboard, it's kind of like at the angle. And he just kind of stops and pauses. And he takes like this deep sigh. Look, Charles, nobody's cheating you out of anything. You're just going to have to budget better. That's all I can really tell you. First of all, I didn't give you permission to address me in the familiar. Now, I understand he doesn't know of my authentic name, Amir Bhathi. Fine. But he should have at least had the respect and the decorum to address me as Mr. Dunbar. Okay, I'm not a child. I'm a grown man. That's number one. Number two, you don't sit there and sigh like, oh God, why are these people, why are they here always pestering me with their misguided questions? Oh, these people, they get their money and then they mess their money all up, and Now, what made the whole incident so especially poignant was that this was hot off the heels of the government shutdown. Now, while thankfully the Social Security office there was not involved in the government shutdown, it very well, could have been, meaning there are many other government workers who had to go. Couple of months, no pay. Tell me, had he been involved in that, would he have liked to have had such a statement thrown in his face the way he threw it in mine? We're on shutdown. I guess you're just going to have to budget better. Could you imagine if Donald Trump got in front of the presidential podium, presidential seal, and just simply fooeyed away all you little people and said to you, well, you're just going to have to budget better. Just going to have to budget better. It was at that moment, looking at this Social Security Administration worker, that it all suddenly became crystal clear as to why there was 3 inches of bulletproof glass between us. It became crystal clear why there is an armed security guard at the front door in back of us. I'm not the problem that causes these security measures. You're the problem. Just like with Erin Bowes and how she abused me. I'm not looking for anybody to kiss my ass. I get it. Jewish Family Services didn't have resources or not set up. If housing wasn't their thing, fine, so be it. Like I said in court, I didn't even go there looking to have anything actually done. I just simply went to do it, to check it off of the to-do list that my therapist gave me to do. I was being compliant with what I had been told to do. And of course, how I was treated. I'm sorry, I am going to have to stop right there because it really, the reliving, very psychologically damaging. Just getting back to my point here of pressure cooker America. I did not want the Social Security Administration person to kiss my ass. They didn't have to give me an instantaneous fix. All I was asking that person was, like I said, is there a phone number, a person's name that I can follow up, that I can at least get the ball rolling, that I can at least start voicing my problem, that not only my problem, I suppose there's a great many people's problems. And given his behavior, it's literally as if he was in contempt, full of hatred that poor people like myself would dare speak up about our poverty condition, about not having enough at the end of the month, about struggling to get to the next pay period. You know? But yes, it became clear in that moment why some of these workplace shootings tend to happen. You know? And you really do have to begin the autopsy and the differentiating. Of course, there's your urban gun violence, which ironically does claim, if I'm not mistaken, claim the most lives. Because isn't it like every fucking day? I haven't even checked Philadelphia's news. I don't have to. It's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the afternoon right now. Of course, and of course it was Friday. Friday was yesterday. Of course somebody got shot. A few somebody got shots. Let me guess. I swear to God, I have not checked the news other than the mass shooting. I'm guessing that there was probably a shooting at one of the Chinese takeout places, at one of those all-night bars that no matter how many things kill, talking about the bars, kill, they definitely, the city keeps the old liquor license valid. Like I say, they talk a good game about wanting to make change, but why don't you start yanking some of these liquor licenses? Oh, whoa, guy. You're talking about a lot of money. Yeah, I bet I am. A lot of money that kills a lot of people. Anyway, time have I got? 23. I am very much indeed a passive person. Let's see, I think I'll wrap with this maybe. Do you know I've lived out a mass shooting? Do you know that I've staged a mass shooting? Had a buddy, had some surgery. Post-surgery, they give him opioid a number of years ago. One morning he complains about a horrific dream he had involving his little dog. I was like, yeah, what happened? He couldn't even, he would not repeat it. Whatever the dream was, it was so upsetting that he would not repeat it. I thought he was being a little bit of a wuss, but whatever, I didn't push. Then I had my own surgery. I got opioid. Boy, did I get opioids. Jesus Christ, a whole fucking box of these things, like multiple blister pack sheets of fucking Percocet. Anyway. So I'm taking this Percocet as prescribed, opioids. And then I had an opioid dream, or opioid terror, night terror. Ironically enough, it was the same bank that actually did get robbed, I told you guys about, by Rite Aid. I think it's Commerce Bank or whatever. My job, I was straddled on a crotch rocket Kawasaki type motorcycle, and I had this big ass automatic weapon, I don't know, AK-40, whatever the fuck, I don't know about the things. And my cohorts were in the bank doing the actual robbing, and my job was to shoot and kill everybody who runs out the bank. And that's exactly what I started doing. And as I'm shooting and killing them, it is dawning on me, oh my God, there's gotta be cameras somewhere around. These people, I mean, good Lord, this silhouette. It's not difficult to pick me out of a crowd. Jesus. I start sobbing uncontrollably, shaking uncontrollably. I'm dropping the gun. I'm crying. Believe it or not, at that point, I'm looking for the police. I want to explain to them that whoever these people are that's robbing the bank, they must have done something to me that made me want to. I am about to lose my I'm realizing my whole fucking life is over. I'm about to go to prison for the rest of my fucking life. Should I pick the gun up and kill myself? I don't know what to do. And just like that, I woke up. And it was, how can I explain this to you, 27? How can I explain this to you? Who remembers show, early 90s, Jerry O'Connell, Sliders, switching between alternate realities? It's kind of what it was like. Like, not like I had woke up out of a dream. It felt like I was actually in an alternate reality where I went on a mass shooting. And you know how when horrible things happen to you in life and you wish you could go back in time and change shit? It's like I was given that once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. Like I am, the dimension that I'm in right now, the earth that I'm on right now, I'm not native to it. Like I changed realities. I can literally say that I know what it feels like to go on a mass shooting. That's just how incredibly fucking vivid that dream was. My buddy was not fucking bullshitting. It is and those pills, they went into the garbage the very next day. Fuck that shit. I was my good old Tylenol. Fuck that shit. They didn't do those Percocets didn't do a whole lot for pain killing anyway. Not that I had a whole lot of pain post surgery, but once I started weight bearing again, that's when. Anyhow, so pressure cooker. I guess ultimately what I'm trying to convey to you is that I understand there are plenty crazy people out there. No, neither Aaron Bowes or Jewish Family Services, how I got here, deserve to be shot and killed for what they did. The Social Security Administration officer, that fucking little... He does not deserve to be shot and killed for what he did to me. How rudely he spoke. But the things that they're doing, because you also had the, if you guys remember far enough back, unemployment office denied the $5,000 in trade tuition. I was told to write my letter, to speak to the person that heads the discrimination. Instead, what I was met with was an armed security guard. As I was speaking to some other representative, calmly, peacefully, but then I was hustled out of the office and out of the building. You keep on making this pressure cooker situation. I have no idea what Dwayne Craddock's story is, or any of the other mass shooters, white or black. Start thinking about the fabric of society. Michael Smerconish, you are indeed wrong. It is not just a gun situation. It is a people situation. It is like the storms that we just weathered here. The tornadoes, the hurricanes, the everything that happens in our storms. Any meteorologist can tell you the ingredients. If you were to take just one ingredient out, then you will not get a tornado or a volley of tornadoes. So it isn't just simply guns. There is a maelstrom of social injustice that's going on in America, and nobody wants to pay attention to it. Total Control 871.